Hello, good afternoon and welcome to one of my walking films. Now, these are very troubled times. One of my ex-bosses actually unfortunately just passed last night. This coronavirus is coming very close. But one thing I notice is, I'm local to the Wilmslow area, that when people are out and about, I am noticing that a lot of folks don't actually really know where they're going. So I normally do these walking films and I might do them in Wales or a long way away, but I thought I might be able to help by doing something local here. So as I say, most of us come to Handforth Dean to get your shopping, etc. So I thought what I could do is, whilst maybe one of you is shopping, the rest of the family could go on these two little walks. Now they're about an hour each. I'll give you the stats, but as I say, I just want to show you maybe something that just might break the monotony. As I say, as long as you're social distancing, doing all that correctly, then we're not doing anything wrong. But I do appreciate that people do need to get out. So first one, we're going to go to the right to the end where next is. Right, so you just get to the corner here and then we're just going to take a right. Okay, so we're just going to walk down here for about 2 minutes or so. So just after only a couple of minutes, come to a timber suppliers. It's like a bridge here in a stream and a sign, footpath sign. So we're just going to head straight down here. Okay, I know it might not be much, but it's all just trying to make do with what we got. So seriously, down here I've actually seen kingfisher, and no joke, there are these birds called parakeets. They're bright green, they've sort of come up from London. Very exotic. So basically if you hear a very strange squawking noise that just sounds odd, then it's one of them. So great fun to try and look out for them. Right, places you don't expect to see that you're seeing. This is under the A34, and as I say, that's just towards Stanley Green Industrial Estate, okay? Just to give you a reference point. That noise, I actually think is a parakeet. Can't believe I found it. I can't see it, but they are so noisy. It's like a little oasis amongst all this craziness. Wow, I'm actually spotting small fish in this stream. I can't tell you sometimes how polluted it's been, but that's really good to see. But anyway, just to give you a reference point, Total Fitness is behind there, so the fitness centre, but this is the old MOD base, which for years as kids growing up around here, you always wondered what it was, and as you can see, it's not very glamorous. But anyway, we're just now approaching the A55. There's a Y junction, we're going to go right. Okay, so just down here, just been about 25 minutes, just over 1.5 kilometres. So it's about 10 minutes down here, and as I say, we're just going to follow the bypass down to its end. Hopefully, as you can see here, and it's why I've tried to pick this, there's plenty of room, so as I say, you can keep your social distancing. So we're just at the end, 10 minutes now, that's 2.2 kilometres, and this basically is the road to Total Fitness. George Best's house, as he used to call it, is just around the corner to the right. So we are now going to go down here and follow this for about 5 minutes. There is a pavement down here, by the way, just to point out, maybe if one of your kids has bought a bike, but to say now, everyone pretty much goes right. Total Fitness is down there, we are going straight ahead. This is the reward for coming this way. Within just 40 minutes we just sort of got to this lovely sense of space again. I think this is what is so important at the moment. Lovely. Even if you just get one thing from this, as I did when I first came here with a, by the way, proper old school map. This is how I found these places. It's just having an adventure literally in your back garden. It's wonderful. So just after 10 minutes we just come to this gate here, and we're just going to go straight through the field to the opposite corner. Right, come to the stile here. I'm not being funny, use those arrows to aim. So we're literally going for straight over there. Let me just give you a 360. So line park over there, etc. So Kinder Scout straight ahead. I'm not joking, we're probably not more than about 700 or 800 metres away as a crow flies from Tesco and Handforth Dean. And you've got this. Incredible. Right, by the way, just to make sure that you aim, as I say, you can follow the arrow, but the other thing is there's a telegraph pole, and just about 100 metres further on is that big tree there, and you can see sort of the top of a small barn. And by the way, if the sheep are in the field, sometimes they might come towards you. They just think that you're going to feed them. That's it, so don't worry about them. It can look a bit disconcerting as they're charging towards you, but they just basically think that you've got something to give them to eat. So just to point that out. Okay, here's the gate in the corner, and we're going to go right. So we've just crossed this stile, and literally where we're going to go through is here. So literally only about 5 metres. And we're going to go, I've got to point this out. Sometimes if it's a bit wet, going down there isn't the best. What I suggest is just carrying on straight down here. It's easier to show you this bit, and then we're going to go straight down here. By the way, if you do head down the wrong path, and seriously, just bring your phone if you're just worried about where you're going, so you can see. That's the point. I'm not trying to be funny, there's perfect 4G here, but as I say, that path there does actually join up with this one. As I say, this generally just shows itself better if it's been a bit wet. Just met a couple actually who were just saying they've been here 15 years and didn't realise this was all here. So this, as I say, is why I'm trying to do these things. You know, as I say, got to be sensible. Do not get me wrong, it's terrible what's happening, but as I say, there's some good things we can do as well to help each other. So just coming across in between these two lovely ponds, as I say, there's great crested newts here and everything. It was the old military land, as I say, the old RAF land, and it's sort of classed as brownfield now. Unfortunately, as I say, potentially this might be built on, but as I say, if you don't know it's here, then you know you can't do a lot to say I want to keep it. So I hope you enjoy coming with me on this walk. Okay, once you're through the woods, then just literally keep going straight on. As I say, now you'll start to come across loads of paths. I've got to be honest, it's not huge here. You'll find your way back eventually. Basically just follow the sound of the road. But as I say, we right now are going to go straight ahead. Right, the other path I mentioned, I mean it should be fine at the moment, it's dry. As I say, comes through here, but I just always preferred to do the one that I do there. But where we're going to go now, as I say, you can either just go to the left, it all comes to the same place. We're heading straight back towards the A34, but I normally tend to go straight through these trees here. Now, time frame, as I say, I thought about an hour, but to be honest, it's just been so nice today. I reckon we're going to be about an hour and 20 or so. But bearing in mind what I said, if you're doing a shop, you're queuing, you know, that's fine. Over there is actually Total Fitness, and as I say, we just come to this sign here. As I say, you will start to pick up the road. So as I say, we're just going to walk towards something though that I think many of you will be quite intrigued about. I think you can call it the bridge to nowhere. Let me explain. This is what we're aiming for. Right, and up we go. Right, let me show you something. Most of you will have probably driven under this thousands of times and wonder where on earth it actually went. Well, as you've seen, it's over there towards where we just walked from, but as I say, it does actually have a purpose, and it's not just there to hang things like, Steve, congratulations on your 40th, and Maria, you look great at 50, you know, on white bed sheets as we normally see, but it does go somewhere. But anyway, we're just going to cross it now. So as I say, just follow the steps here. No, don't go straight on. And we just go straight down here. Right, just over this gate, then straight on. And when we get here, we just go left. Okay, just through here, and just take a left for about 1 minute. So you just come to this, and we'll just follow this for a minute, just on your right. And here we are, I'm back out again at Handforth Dean. So as I say, I'm just trying to show something, as I say, work within the guidelines. We've got to be sensible. Also, I guess in all honesty, when this lockdown ends as well, something that's just really good to do. So that was about an hour and 20, very apt to Range Rover there, and it was about 5.5k. So brilliant thing to do, great for all abilities, and thanks very much for coming with me on this walk.